Well, it's been quite some time since I turned on this camera. In general, I'm sorry. I've been struggling with life as it is, and I'm much in a better place. I mean, there's still anger in my system, and there still will be. This year has been terrible, if you know, in the political world and the climate that we're in. But we're not going to discuss that today, as today marks my 10-year anniversary of YouTube. And I just want to look back at what this channel means to me. I started YouTube back in 2015. February 7th, 2015 is when I made this YouTube channel. But there is a little raw side to that. I made my email in probably a month prior to this. So Koala King blah 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 plays whatever it was. Koala plays, I'm pretty sure. I created that probably in January of 2015 or December of 2014. Okay, so a lot plays into this system. My brother and I and my siblings and stuff, when I got my first camera was 2012 or something like that. I used my first camera to record plenty of like stuffed animal movies back in the day when we still had like a bunch of stuffed animals and stuff like that. But when it drifted into 2014 and I got a new desktop and all that, had my own system, had my whole idea of YouTube in my head. I wanted to be a famous YouTuber back in the day, right? I do regret a lot of things when I was younger, and who doesn't, right? Back in those days, which is from, what is it, 14 to 17, hell, to even into my 18 year of my life, right? I was a scumbag. I just wanted subscribers. I just wanted views. I wanted to be this somebody on the platform, right? A lot of people do. A lot of people do at that age. And we don't really plan it out, and we see how things play out, right? We seen how it played out. So when I was younger, I just did what I needed to do, right? I made videos, but they didn't take off until 2018 when I did the food reviews, and I think it was the food reviews that took me off on the platform. And food reviews were okay. Okay? I don't consider myself a food reviewer anymore. Much less a reviewer of any kind. I like doing review content and cooking content. I do. But when you go through things, when you turn, 23 is when my desire to make this content has gone downhill, right? So when I was 20, I did all the cooking videos. That was the quarantine cooking with Orion. You see it in the background here. That blew my channel up tremendously, and it was a great series. I love doing it. I want to bring it back, but I already made the video, right? This channel has gone through so many names, and it's been tremendous to go through so many names. But in a desire to be someone new, I came up with the name Dansandoa. So Dansandoa is a name that I want to stick with for the rest of my life. So Orion is okay. I mean, I was born with it, right? Someone gave me this name. But in terms of me, my perspective, I need to find my name, you know? And that's where I found Dansandoa through Google Translate, and it made me feel special. It's iconic, and it's beautiful. Dansandoa how? And I just love that name. Now, what does this have to do with anything? Well, this is who I am now. We've gone through so many phases. We've gone through so many eras of this channel, and including my community on Discord, the Superchill Community, which I call it the Nebula now, which we went through many phases of that as well. I mean, that server is 8 years old now, as of this year. It's gone through so many eras. I've gone through so many eras, and 10 years on YouTube blows me away because this platform is 20 years old now. And I've been a part of it for halfway. The halfway point, you know. It's a very special occasion, and it holds true to my heart. And I hope you all have been a part of it since the beginning, or at least the midway point back in 2020 when we were going through hell and back, and then I blew up, got 100,000 subscriber play button over there, and that took a year to get. It went from 2020 to 2021, and then holy shit, that year was awful. I got hacked. They just kept saying no, 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 no for a year straight. They gave it to me. But the hacking thing was horrible. Horrible, horrible, horrible. But we managed, we survived, and here I am producing more content for you. I'm still here. I'm still alive. I'm still kicking. We've gone through hell and back. But here I am, still on YouTube. And I just want to discuss things. I love the podcast, how it's going. And I want to keep going with this podcast, the Night Shadow of Dansandoa Valley. I want to still keep producing music. I want to produce what makes me happy and makes me get the anger out of my system, my beauty and art and all that, and be me, you know? 2025 is the year where I be me, right? We're not gonna lock myself behind a door and jail cell, if you will. There's a lot of people dealing with the same thing. They're scared and miserable right now because of, you know, who's in office and all the other people that are being evil. But we're not going to talk about that. We're talking about me. 10 years. Beauty at its finest. I hope you all, that computer just shut off. I hope you all have been keeping super chill in this time of beauty and acceptance of oneself. And I'm Dansandoa How now. And this is Dansandoa TV. And at this point in time, I consider myself non-binary, but I lean more on the feminine side. I just like feminine things, colors, beauty, and I want to get into fashion and makeup and all that stuff on the channel, but I haven't been able to come forward and say it, because now's the time. It's 10 years. I'm not going to be quiet, and I'm not going to be silent, because this is me, and I hope you understand, and I love you all, and I want to keep making content till the end of time. I mean, I want to embrace my creative side again, and I always will. I mean, I'm a very creative person. And I want to shout out Seven. He's been my greatest friend for 5 years. There's other friends as well, like Frex and Slaughter and others from Superchill. And I really appreciate all of you being in my life, and I really appreciate it. And I want to advertise my community again, the Superchill Nebula. And there's another server me and Seven made called the Spectral 7. It's a movie and collecting server. Like, if you have physical media and stuff like that, feel free to join. It's a beautiful place to meet new people that also collect a lot of stuff like me. And yeah, that's all I have to say today. 10 years of the Dansandoa YouTube channel. We've been through different names, yeah. Destructive Koala Gaming is one of the earliest names, and then Koala Plays, and then Filming with Orion with no G, and then with a G, and Superchill Orion was the last one. But now we are Dansandoa TV. Go subscribe to Vintage Solitude and all my other channels. I hope you all enjoyed the video and me talking about the YouTube channel. I hope you all are going to stay super chill. And I'll see you next time on the next episode of Dansandoa TV. I'm Dansandoa. Keep it super chill.